hostile during the flight. I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your target before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. Commonwealth was different from here. It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will be there. Now, and I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood as it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Kells.
So, you're the one Paladin Danse is taking.
Uh-huh. Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read. You might expect an endorsement like that. The Brotherhood of Steel. As the captain of this...
Right.
Understood?
Sure. Absolutely.
Good. That's all. Your orders are to... If you have any questions...
What are my orders?
Your orders are... Anything...
Blah, blah, blah. I don't have any questions.
Then I say dismissed.
Captain.
Questions, Initiate?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught
Hey.
with difficulty. Each and every
Over
one
here.
has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species.
Go check that out.
I'm not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
Sir.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Uh-huh. I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us, seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers. You couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals as requested.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. On your way, soldier.
Proctor Quinlan.
I believe we're due for a bit of a chat after you've spoken to Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance. How did it look out there?
Paladin.
We've got a
There
lot
you
of work ahead of us, brother.
How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Sure.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Proctor.
Ah, good. You're finally here.
Uh-huh. I think you're confusing me with...
Since it's on.
Right. Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so...
Under no... However, unfortunately...
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be... As you...
What?
I'm authorized.
Oh.
And if you wish,
What?
in any of...
What? Excuse me, Captain Cade.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier.
Really? What kind of medical exam?
There's not sure. It's my response. I'm going to ask first question. As a child,
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
before the bombs. What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just... Okay. Have you ever...
Never been seriously sick in my...
Good. Third, have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Well, there was this one really ugly girl in college. I mean, I had to get drunk, and it was a dare, and ugh.
That hardly qualifies, so I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human?
Nope, no problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from, if you ever need medical.
I think you should stay on point. Instincts.
There.
Right on.
Try it now.
Nothing. I'm supposed to report 10
Feeling
minutes.
creative today?
You can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mire learner.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
Not
right.
Anyway, my name's... if you're...
Sure. Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Play. There...
Actually, you seem to be getting around.
Anyway, there's a... Oh, now.
Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they were...
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not... And this, the powers that be.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them. And after...
Hey.
You point, I shoot.
Proctor Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
I'll take a look.
Got some choice weapon.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridman's crew.
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it. Take a look over there.
Right.
That's Fort Street.
Sure.
To make matters worse, I want to understand.
Consider it done.
Look, the Brotherhood didn't. Dismissed.